I don't want this to sound like I'm doing wishful thinking.
Yes.
But which prison would be best?
I know which one.
I'm going to give you, Michael. Well, that's what I asked.
So when you're bringing the drugs in and you're raping the chicks and you're murdering people and, I don't know, banging a dead corpse of a guy on the subway, we just don't want you to do that anymore here. And we're going to have to send you somewhere. And a lot of you are going to be sent to these prisons that are in El Salvador right now, that Bukele has cleaned up his country and is now helping us clean up our country. But we are going to do some of it right here. Listen to this from Donald Trump over the weekend. Rebuild and open Alcatraz. For too long, America has been plagued by vicious, violent, and repeat criminal offenders, the dregs of society who will never contribute anything other than misery and suffering. When we were a more serious nation in times past, we did not hesitate to lock up the most dangerous criminals and keep them far away from anyone they could. That's the way it's supposed to be. No longer will we tolerate these serial offenders who spread filth, bloodshed, and mayhem on our streets. That is why today I am directing the Bureau of Prisons, together with the Department of Justice, FBI, and Homeland Security, to reopen a substantially enlarged and rebuilt Alcatraz to house America's most ruthless and violent offenders. We will no longer be held hostage to criminals, thugs, and judges who are afraid to do their job and allow us to remove criminals who came into our country illegally. The reopening of Alcatraz will serve as a symbol of law, order, and justice. We will make America great again. And you can see a picture of Alcatraz right there. And yeah, so it's been empty for a while. It looks like we are going to open it again. Trump then put up a picture of it with no context. He didn't add any text to that, but that is Alcatraz Island. For those of you of a certain age, you might have seen The Rock with Nick Cage, and a lot of things were happening on Alcatraz. Great movie. Ed Harris, very conflicted, former Navy guy, was turning against the Navy, wasn't really a bad guy, has a little comeuppance right at the end of the movie. And what's his name? The British guy, 007, the British guy. No, not who was the original? Sean Connery. He was in it too. Great movie, great movie. Michael Bay, before the Transformers blew his brains apart. Anyway, yes, it's like, again, we can start doing things. We can build a border. We can put criminals in jail. We can make sure that things are safe for you to raise a family and prosper and pursue happiness and all of those things. And ironically, this is the most ironic clip of the day. Back in May of 2024, it was Whoopi Goldberg herself on The View who was thinking about fantasizing, let's say, about opening Alcatraz once again, and you're not going to believe who she wanted to put there.
And so I think to make a point, to prove a point, put him in the clink. Oh, why not? Put him in the clink.
Oh, yeah. I don't want this to sound like I'm doing wishful thinking.
Yes.
But which prison would be best?
I know which one.
I'm going to give you, Michael. Well, that's what I asked. Number one is Rikers. But, you know, I'm okay if he goes to Alcatraz and they reopen it. You know?
Maybe.
You know? What about Guantanamo Bay? Okay?
Yeah. Well, that'd be close to Mar-a-Lago. Melania can come and visit.
That's right. What about Supermax? Supermax would be interesting. El Chapo was in Supermax. Now he wants to be with the hip people. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, look, I get she's being sarcastic and everything else, but like in some sense, it's also not, right? Because had Donald Trump at that time, that's a year ago right now, at that time, Donald Trump could have ended up in jail. It was only 2 months before they tried to shoot him. But yes, she's being tongue-in-cheek in some sense. But okay, good. We are going to open up the prisons again. Maybe we should open up the mental institutions again. Like, we should start caring about the good people. Stop caring about the bad guys and care about the good people. We have one party that seems to be doing that, and one party that's just going down the other way. Fellas, let's be real. Everyone could use an extra hand. But with Blue Chew, you get an extra leg. They're the original service offering chewable tablets to help you with performance, and now they've taken it up a notch. Introducing Blue Chew Max, a powerhouse formula combining the active ingredients of Viagra and Cialis into one chewable tablet. This combo is so strong you might even have to move towns with the amount of noise you'll be making. That means fast-acting, long-lasting support when you need it most. Be ready when the moment's right. Sign Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with a licensed medical provider, and once approved, your prescription ships directly to your door discreetly and hassle-free. No waiting rooms, no awkward conversations, no pharmacy lines. And here's the best part. We've got a special deal just for you. Try your first month of Blue Chew free when you use promo code Rubin. Just pay $5 shipping. So if you've been looking to step up your game, head on over to BlueChew.com and use promo code Rubin to get started. More confidence, better moments, delivered straight to you. For more details and important safety information, visit BlueChew.com.